Oh, Bates. Okay, come on. I owe this nigga an ass. Turn that shit down.
He's not following Travis, right? He's gonna
Shit, Denzel Ward on the block. I wouldn't pay that high ass price for him, but he got definitely some speed. That shit cold on my back. We a hot team too, fuck. Fuck me. Boy, you ready for this ass whooping, nigga? Yeah, get on that mic, nigga. You ready for this ass whooping, boy? Some nigga in this league I'm about to play. Oh, that got Xtreme. I just thought about that.
On the coast of James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, week 12 of the NFL season surprise, and we've got a good one in store. As the New Chargers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You interception? Just gotta practice some more, bruh.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 20 NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Herbert on first down now. Finding Williams once more, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Chargers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Herbert changing things up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, that's caught, and it's Eckler again. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. To throw is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Buccaneers at 10-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jamison Williams, 67 yards. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing off.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
21.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Herbert. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Through one.
I swear to God, if you tell us niggas the fuck out, that shit don't make no motherfucking sense. Yeah, this nigga fucking 2 fucking fumbles, not even fucking strips, God. Fuck out of here. Shit, goofy, son. This nigga. You gotta take your time, bro. You rushing and throwing the ball in double coverage, God. And I was about to throw a touchdown. That's crazy. Yeah. Fuck down, nigga. Fuck down, nigga.
this one now in their own territory. Gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw forward with Wilson. It's inside the 25. Touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
He ain't get his bum ass nigga them fumbles, bro. This whatever, God. Whatever you say, matter.
We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Running on first down, Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett, his second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Herbert.
28-yard line.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Buccaneers 14.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamison Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. What's good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's Herbert. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. Herbert throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down and one. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Herbert on first down now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Chargers.
I'm a motherfucking surgeon, Ralph. I'm a motherfucking surgeon, Ralph. I'm a motherfucking surgeon, you hear me? I'm a motherfucking surgeon, nigga.
The Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. In motion left, Godwin. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They stay on the ground with White. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. And now they're in the hurry-up. Wilson going to change things up here. First down, here's White. Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Sheds off the tackle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that should change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 73 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass got incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, every time niggas get fumbles against me, bro, they get them, bro. Give me one back, nigga. The fuck?
Realize the ball is loose.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Wilson changing the play. They'll go up the middle with White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. To the sideline and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They'll run for it with Dillon. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now an audible here into something else. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for him.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it will be a 60-yard boot. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
The play fake. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get three. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Herbert running left off the option. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Herbert steps away to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Buccaneers 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing, Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st down. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.